Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. Yeah, so like today, again, it's just a little bit of a extension of what we did the other day. I can show the fixes that I made like after the stream ended, because I literally 10 minutes after the stream ended, I was like, oh, I got everything working, so I can show how that happened. But this is also going to be like making the artwork for the Aether like a little bit more thematic towards our game, rather than just being these like generic purple orbs that they look very much like Paragon, and we want it to look like our thing. So I'm just gonna very, very quickly mock up some artwork for that, and maybe dabble with some particle effects to go with it, maybe, because I'm not really that good at particle effects, but I'm sure I can figure it out. Can't be rocket science, right? And then I'm also going to be fixing some stuff on Aurelia, because Reinhold, one of our programmers, he managed to fix up the issues we were having with the rig and the skeleton this morning. He's just pushed the update to that, so so now I can go ahead and start and fix the cloth, so that we have cloth physics again, like dynamic cloth physics, and yeah, so that should be cool. The animations are still very much placeholder and everything, because we kind of decided, well, whilst we're working on making sure the rig works, we're just going to use these placeholder rubbishy things. But now that it's working and all in place, some people that are better at animations than I am are going to be importing them and getting everything set up. So hopefully in the future we'll be able to show off some like really cool animations for Aurelia. But the animations you'll see today are still going to be a bit sucky. So yeah, I guess let's get cracking. Just to answer some stuff in the chat. Yes, Zinke, it is a grid. Adamo, woe indeed. Markokins, Magnus basic attack shot, man, you are not ready for that. Like, you can't deal with it. Santos, this is in fact Proto Grux. Uncle Boof, man, always naked, all the time. No need to congregate, just wherever I am, that's where the naked people are. Don Rhesus, hello, thank you for the cool term again. I remember what it means. So yeah, let's I guess let's get started.
Hello.
So yes, this is a box. It's a world origin. Awesome. Let's do... Right, so I need to make sure it's the correct scale. So I think the spheres in UE4 are like... Well, I think everything is like a meter by a meter by a meter, whatever. Or in the case of a sphere, it'll be like pi times 1 meter, probably. And obviously, like, we don't want the Aether things to be like a meter, right? Because that's friggin' huge. So let's go with 20 centimeters. I think 20 centimeters is like a good size for that kind of junk, right? Also, I'm the only person in chat, so you guys can feel free to ask me whatever you want. And until someone comes in and like stops me, I'm just gonna answer with, whatever the fuck I want, really.
I'm here. Almighty, can you hear me?
So this box is basically our scale reference. What we want is for like all of our Aether to be like no taller, wider, or whatever than this. Really, maybe a slight adjustment to that, but we'll see how it goes.
Hi, my Carlis.
Oh hey, Lint's here. Hey Lint.
I have been here for about 5 minutes.
Oh, I can't hear you. Why can't I hear you?
Oh, that's great.
That's odd. You're not muted.
No,
Maybe your voice meter's acting up.
How's that?
Can everyone else in the stream hear Lint?
I think so. I guess Marconis can hear me as he said hi.
We try and restart.
Don't wear the couch lock.
Nope, I straight up cannot hear Lint.
Have you muted Discord?
Weird. Okay, I'll try restarting Discord then. Or
Okay.
just let me check my voice setting.
You could. Just write everything in caps. Nah, don't. Seriously.
Well, this is weird. I can't hear Lint, so.
Hello. I guess you still can't hear me.
Yeah, something is definitely broke.
Hello.
Definitely broke. No idea. Well, that's lame. Sorry, Dave.
That's right.
No, Discord isn't muted. And like I can see David talking, and I can see like even in voice meter it's showing that there's audio coming from him. It's just not reaching my headphones for some reason.
Typical. Hey, Deep.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I can't hear Deep Field either. I can't hear nothing. Can't hear nobody.
You can't hear any Discord.
Yeah.
Everyone can hear Discord apart
fun.
from Almighty.
Fun for me.
You?
So this is going to be a very interesting conversation. At the minute, though,
I didn't even know he was. I didn't even know he was streaming a few minutes ago, and I was just sending him DMs, so
Ah,
like an ass.
I just hope those guys are being nice.
huh?
Is your Discord muted? Yeah.
No, he's already checked. It's going through, and he can see us talking, but he can't actually. It's not going to his headphones.
This is weird. This is really weird. Oh, I can hear them now.
Still no need to respond. Can you hear?
Oh.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
You there? All right, there you go.
I can hear you, but I
I
can't.
wasn't gonna respond.
But I can't hear my music, which sucks. This is total
The
BS.
opposite of what
It's either picking one or the other, but not letting you mix the two together.
Yeah, something's weird there. Like it was working perfectly before, but now it's not. Not
Welcome
working.
to IT.
Yeah, I blame IT. So what did I change there? I changed that. I'm just gonna try again and see if this. Yep, I think I broke it again. Yep, definitely broke it again. I just suck. Total BS.
But I just gotta know one thing. Are you ready?
One day, we're gonna have a stream that just goes like incredibly smoothly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like nothing will go wrong. It'll just be great. Today apparently is not that day.
Where is everybody?
Don't know. Omega has some stuff to deal with. Yeah. Oh well. Wait, I get to stream with no music today. Well, no music for me. Everyone else gets music. I don't get music. So lucky me. Unless I can.
Maybe we could sing for you.
Unless, hang on, there must be a way of doing this. I'm on Spotify. You've got like settings and stuff that I can deal with, right? Like, no. Devices. No. Wait, no. Where's the output? Like, where's the sound output? Spotify.
Are you running Twitch through OBS, or are you just directly streaming?
So I've got Twitch runs through OBS, but I have a couple of different audio outputs, and it runs through Voice Meter, so that I can have like the rubbish music that we need to play, so that we can have the videos on YouTube. That goes through to the stream, and then I have my own music that I listen to because I want to listen to that music.
Not the elevator music.
Yeah. But yeah, apparently it's all broke. Apparently like literally just today it's decided it doesn't want to work. Right.
Well, stream cancel.
Yeah, no. Everyone go home.
Go home.
Everyone go home. It's all like nobody. Yeah, everyone go home. Right. Okay. So we have our. I mean, it says it's Fox, but this is our scale reference. Let's duplicate that shit. Geometry. Let's find a mesh. Ooh.
Boof says if your composer wasn't so shat, he'd write you some tunes.
I know, our composer is just the fucking worst, man. Like,
Absolutely.
just the worst. So I want to just make a couple of fucking crystal shapes. I'll make like three basic crystal type shapes. I probably should have made these earlier and just been like a here's one I made earlier type thing.
Go all Blue Peter on it.
Yeah. So let's I'm sure people remember crystals from a previous stream, right?
You've done enough of them.
Yeah, so I can't read the chat right now. Have we got any questions or anything going on?
Not yet.
Everyone just bitching, right?
Not even that. It's quite quiet, actually.
Stream sucks. So disorganized. Right. I make art for a living. I don't stream for a living. If I was gonna stream for a living, I'd be wearing a fucking push-up bra or something, being on camera.
Right.
Got to do it right, you know.
Of course.
Webcam takes up 90% of the screen, with ZBrush taking up the other 10%.
Yeah, abso-fucking-lutely.
Are you sculpting a box?
Well, if you're sculpting a box, you'd have been done already.
6 sides, 4 hours.
Well, no, we're just going to turn it all back into Minecraft. Just solve Paragon. We're just going to do Minecraft.
Yep. At this point, Notch will probably even be on our side.
Most likely. Just continue writing the entire thing in Java.
Oh yay, Java.
Oh, God.
Wait, did they?
Wait,
Is Minecraft really a Java game?
Yeah,
It was
Minecraft originally was written in Java using OpenGL.
Oh, good lord.
Once Microsoft got a hold of it, they started to rewrite it.
Well, they haven't. They're doing a Portal version, but they're not going to get rid of the Java version because the amount of people that have written mods for it's just ridiculous.
They wiped the Java side of it and just rewrite it in C#.
I'm actually one of those included modders, so.
What's that? Oh, are you really?
Well, I used to write mods for Minecraft. That's how I got into this kind of stuff.
Hey,
And
Deepfield, can we like surprise? What do you think? Should we surprise the people in stream right now? Can I show them the thing that you've just shown me?
Oh, I don't care. I mean, it's totally, obviously, not done, but I mean, sure.
Cool.
Go for it. It'll be
So,
more.
original on there. Everyone ready? Hashtag leaks. Hashtag leaks. Yeah. Yeah. Deepfield has just updated me on like the texturing progress on Wooden. So yeah. Hashtag leaks. And that's all you get. So yeah. Gone.
Done.
Done. It's over. No more.
Oh, that is looking good.
Yeah, man. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to a new profile picture for Wood.
Yeah.
Man, I've seen some people with like with pictures of like the jungle boss and stuff as their wallpapers, and I'm like, what? Why?
It's so good.
It's like, yeah, but I'm like, it's not even finished.
But it's still so good.
It is cool though. And then there was like someone on Reddit did like fan art of Aurelia, and that was like, no one's ever done fan art of my work before, so, or that I know of anyway. I'm sure some of my work in the past has been Rule 34'd. But yeah, I was just like, oh, that's neat. That's super neat. Yeah.
It looks like Booth approves. He says, hell yes.
Yeah, Booth loves Worden, man. Like,
Got a fan in Booth.
I mean, I can't imagine a better fan to have, really. Boof's fucking incredible.
Right? I'll take that any day.
I'm just looking forward to seeing them in the game and being able to run around with them.
Seriously.
Okay, so we've got
That'll be
three
cool.
super
Just
basic,
wait for rigging.
super basic shapes. Let me see if I can up the rest a little bit on.
No, I think you're aren't you making the gems that are used for the Aether?
Yeah. So I just wanted to kind of replace the. So at the moment, like in the last stream, I made like the way that Aether actually works, in terms of like dropping to the floor, bouncing a bit, and then rushing towards the player. Now I want to make it so that the Aether looks a little bit better than it does, and looks a little bit less generic than just glowing purple balls. And then at some point in the evening as well, I will be fixing up Aurelia's cloth so that she has working like dynamic cloth physics again, because that all got broke. That all got broke.
From the sound of it, what Quick just said is that the animations are still balked up to hell. The rigging's now set properly, but because they're using some of the ones we found, her hand goes straight through the her body, basically, when she walks.
Neat. Yeah, I mean, like, again, like I mentioned at the start of the stream, like, all of the animations that you'll see for Aurelia tonight are literally just the really, really quick, dirty placeholder animations that we have for, like, whilst we basically just, like, bought, like, a little animation pack just to use for testing purposes. So, like, because we knew that the rig would be, like, in and out of progress and, like, working and then broken and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of like iteration to be done. There's no point in us like basically just like building all of our animations on a broken rig. So we've got like animations being worked on that can be transferred to this rig, but we still needed like something quick and dirty to use like while we tested.
I guess also when you're doing something like the rigging, it's quite useful to have a already perfected animation to test it on, instead of having a work in progress rig and a work in progress animation. It just makes it harder.
Yeah. So let's do a quick dirty.
Oh, someone's already got screenshots of it.
No, why am I not surprised?
Already in the character art development channel.
Well, like, I mean...
I won't be surprised if they're going on to Trello very soon.
Yeah, I mean, like, ultimately, like, we wouldn't show this stuff if we didn't expect that shit to happen, Like,
yeah,
you can't really keep stuff a secret, on the internet.
No. And to be honest, this is not what we're trying to do anyway. Once we have something that we want to show off, then we're going to want to show off it.
Yeah, definitely.
I guess you're doing a quick retop.
Yeah, super quick. I could. Let me just check. renaming, display wireframe, and where's my pro optimizer thingy? That okay, activate that shit. So let's make the vertex count like 100, if that. 100 is probably even too much, to be honest.
Silver, you did an absolute great job with the rig.
Yeah, Silver,
Don't
man,
worry about
you're
it taking so long.
Yeah, you're kicking ass, man. And honestly, like the entire like dev process we have is like we'd rather it take a little bit more time and we get it right than just use something quick and is all wrong, you know, like otherwise we would have used the Paragon assets.
Have to bring that one up.
Numb saying. Oh crap. Totally did. I did the wrong thing. I did a bad. Did a bad. So this, we actually want to be... I don't think you can convert from an instance to a flow, to a copy. Sucks. So just have to redo that bit. That's okay. So what basically happened there was, in Max, when you clone an object, you can either have it as a direct copy, which is basically a snapshot of that moment in time, or you can have it as an instance, which means that any changes you make to either one of the copies will affect the other one, or you can have it as a reference, which is where it takes a snapshot of that moment in time, and then you can add things on top of that, so one of them which will affect the other one. And I basically just cloned it wrong. So I have to recalculate, but this should hopefully speed up the retop, especially because this is mostly placeholder art anyway. Let's have a look at what's in chat. Can we confirm or deny whether or not the Aether will be picked up from the ground? So I think this is still being discussed internally. The stuff that I've worked on with Aether at the moment is basically just the mechanic of having it come to you. It would be really easy to make it so that some of it just stayed on the floor as well. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. In fact, I can probably do that in this stream as well. If I remember rightly, in Paragon during Legacy, like what would happen is when a minion was killed, half of the amber would go onto the ground and stay on the ground until it was picked up, and the other half would go to whoever got the last hit. I think that's the way that it worked. I'm not sure if we're going to be like doing that same thing again, or if we're just going to have like whoever kills the thing gets all of the stuff. You know, like I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work. Like mechanics haven't discussed that with me yet.
Nice gap.
Yeah, you alright?
Hey boy.
That's things.
Yeah, I mean, just working on stuff, crystals and shit.
That's it. Looks like a white ball of something.
Yeah, it was just incredibly dense in terms of polygons. Okay, this looks like the most.
What is it?
So it's going to be one of the chunks of Aether. That's
okay.
So I'm going to do like 2 different chunks, or 3 different chunks even. 3 different shapes or whatever, and then when the Aether is spawned, it will just like randomly pick one of those shapes.
Yeah.
super neat.
So 8th is definitely a thing that is happening now. Is it? I don't know. I'm behind on that one apparently.
Yeah. Aether is apparently the thing that is definitely happening.
Ah, cool.
Santos, again, like I can't give a solid answer as to like whether anything will be left on the floor. That's up to mechanics to decide. My personal preference would be for it to just like whoever gets the last hit gets everything. But again, that's not up to
Well, you
me.
normally divide by nearby teammates as well, don't you?
Yeah,
Or
but
assists.
fuck them,
Assists
to be honest.
as well. Yeah.
I got the kill, I get the bonus. So what if this is a team game?
Oh, bloody hell.
A little tired.
Yeah, I'm dying. It's just been busy.
Yeah.
A couple of edges round, where it's all like pretty and shit. You gotta make sure it's all pretty and shit, man.
It's kind of your job, isn't it?
Bitches don't like ugly crystals. But yes, it is my job. I am art man and I make art. There's so much that can be optimized on this that I don't even care. I'll do it another day. Okay, so let's make sure that this is one moving group. Okay, the normals are fucked. Let's fix the normals.
It looks like it should just be a 3-dimensional vector.
There we go. Let's UV that shit. Yay, UV. Grab some of these straight edges. UV along those. Makes sense.
That should be looking a bit more interesting than just the white balls, anyway. At least
They were purple, man.
they were purple there.
Yeah, purple balls.
And a bit of randomization on the rotation as well as they come towards you. Quite
Yeah.
interesting.
Yep, I can do that. That's easy. Easy peasy. Alright, so if I break like that, I should hopefully be able to just relax the shit out of it and get it done. Nope, it broke. That's better. That's and we can check to make sure there's little or no overlapping stuff. That one, go there. Joe would kill me if he saw this. Like really, because he's the prop artist, I should have gone to him and been like, make me some crystals.
I was about to say.
Just like, yo, make me some crystals. Want crystals.
So he's had nothing to do yet. Now you're taking his only bit of work.
Well, he's writing up a whole bunch of documentation at the moment, and he is also like, he's just messaged me about some stuff that's happened at home that is it kind of sucks. So I'm gonna, not put any more pressure on him than he needs right now.
Sounds like he needs a distraction, like crystal building.
Yeah, man.
You can then take his mind off that sword.
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you how over stream. But what I will say is, during our final major project, he managed to get hold of the crystals from the movie The Dark Crystal for us to use as reference when we were making crystals.
Okay.
Fair play. That's cool.
It was awesome. Like just this little box
love the Dark
of crystals, and I was like, oh, it's sick. Like literally just holding a piece of my childhood, you know.
I don't know. I kind of grew up with those kind of crystals and stuff as well because my parents are jewelers, so just have like all sorts of weird, precious things laying around. Yeah, The Dark Crystal's an amazing movie. And we killed the chat.
I'm just half asleep at the minute, so.
Nah, man, I like my purple balls. All good.
Well, yeah, I've died. I just happened to notice that you guys were streaming and I had nothing better to do for a bit, so I thought, well, come in here.
Yeah. Okay. Basically, how all these streams work. People get bored and they go, "Oh, someone's streaming. Let's go watch that. We'll go and take part in that."
I just finished watching Black Panther. So
Blank Panther.
Black Panther. Blank Panther. Yeah.
Blank Panther. Now there's a movie I'd watch.
Yep.
These crystals remind me of the ones from Crash. They do actually.
Crash?
That low
Like
poly
Crash
crystal.
Bandicoot, you mean?
Yeah.
Yep. I do like Crash Bandicoot.
I was never a massive Crash Bandicoot fan. It's alright.
I'm really excited for the Spyro remake that's coming.
Yeah, that does look good.
I mean, partly because like I know the artist that worked on it, and it just looks phenomenal. But
I was always more of a Banjo-Kazooie fan.
yeah, Banjo. I like most of those platformers, you know, from back in the day. I always preferred Sonic to Mario, though.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that.
Just the momentum in
I
the
was
game. Like, I always liked the momentum. And then, like, so my favorite Mario was Super Mario World, like the first Super Mario World with Yoshi and.
Oh
and
god,
that.
yeah.
Absolutely fantastic game, like really, really good game. But I always found myself playing it like a Sonic game, like just get to the other side as quick as possible. Don't worry about like unlocking stuff or anything. Like as soon as I got the cape and I could fly, I'd just like skip the entire level and fly to the right hand side, you know.
Basically like a speedrun base.
Pretty much.
Do you remember attacking the mutant camels?
Attack of the Mutant.
Camels.
No.
No.
Oh, Terry's Big Adventure.
I do remember that one.
Terry's was brilliant. There's some really good platformers. They're all around about the same time, you know, even as early as Mario and Sonic, and very underappreciated ones. But yeah, they're good. But yeah, the Attack the Mutant camels had camels that smoked cigarettes to regain health and shit. It was weird. Really cool. It's games from the 90s, boys.
There's a question here. I've noticed a lot of your other Discord channels, a lot of your other chat channels in Discord outside of the character development and master mechanics aren't as active. Is there anything you can share on the next SOTG from these departments that can help stimulate discussion? Well, no one really cares about tech, so
I care about
our
tech.
channels are other. Yeah, but then you can ask us in almost any other damn channel in every other server we've got. So
We answer a lot that people bring up in tech. It's just
Yeah,
waiting
I
to
try and
start
keep
in
an
the
eye on
conversation.
Yeah, I keep an eye on
You
the
get some
channel
really
as much as I can, but it's just sometimes it's dead.
You get some really good discussions though. We go into a lot of detail as well. But people have to sort of trigger it off and ask some questions just in the first place. I mean, what do you start with?
Yeah.
But in terms of like, I don't know, spoiling the next state of the game, like that's not going to happen. We are currently,
Well, to be honest,
we're currently like looking into how we want to present the state of the games in future anyway. So, yeah.
Yeah, this 6-week thing is just really, really hard to keep up with. You know, especially as you get into it, things aren't quite ready in that following that week run up, and it needs to be a lot more fluid and just being able to be like a week late or something. So we're probably going to address that anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, like basically the state of the games stopped being a measure of where we're at and what we're doing, and it started being like a target that we aim to hit, and that actually had a negative effect on not just performance but also like motivation, and like
Morale,
morale,
opinions and things,
general
it was pretty
well-being.
So yeah, we're going to change that.
No, just something outside of character development. Wasn't trying to spoil. Well, we do have the tech. I think we didn't get one done this time, and that there was a reason because of the fact that we had a really major problem with the repository, which caused us to lose a week's worth of work. So,
Well, we might still address that all anyway, because
yeah, we've got it sorted.
But we might just do something sort of in the middle, or when we
And
feel
to
like
be
we're
honest,
ready to do so. So
Yeah, we've got a whole load of. The thing is, we didn't really do a tech this time, was because there wasn't really much there. We have been doing a lot of work. It's just a lot of it looks like it's going backwards. For instance, all of the animations have been broken. We've got a chat system that I've had to kind of bring back a bit at the minute because it's kind of crashing when the entire engine when people are trying to work on it. We've got a launcher, but we've run into a problem where the file system and the downloading was being broken, so we're having to basically redesign that again. So there's a lot of things that we have been working on, but we just can't show. And to be honest, there's been a lot of work done on the back end. We've completely rewritten the back end into a brand new framework, but you're never going to see that because all you're going to see is a URL in the front of it. So
It's a different language as well.
oh no, it's not written in a different language. I just had to move it from being written in a web app to being written into service framework. So
Sorry, I thought I'm with you. I thought you were talking about .NET Core. No, cool.
oh no, that's where the website comes in.
Yeah.
But that's another thing that's going to be addressed soon.
Where's it gone? There's some work on XP economy and item shops as well, but again, it's not finished yet. The problem is with things that aren't finished, you can't really show them off.
Yeah.
Especially not in many programming side, because something that's on half basically just doesn't exist.
Yeah, and also the fact that the map is going to be reverting as well, so it's starting to look actually worse than when we started it, but actually we're doing it for a reason, so.
Yeah.
As for law, mechanics, things like that, it's up to their departments, I'm afraid. I can't really do much about that.
Yeah,
They haven't got...
You've got tech and art on stream, so we can't really answer for them too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't like to speak for other people's departments just in case we get it wrong.
It's not just that, we're not... it's not our department, it's not what we're doing here.
Yeah,
so.
we don't know the intricacies of every single piece of detail, not until it becomes sort of final or agreed or all sorts of things. Oh, Freya's up on Reddit though, apparently, so that's quite cool.
Oh, really? Neat.
Yeah. There's a 360 and a close-up.
Neat.
She's looking really good as well.
Looking really good.
Yeah. I can't wait to see it textured. I can't wait to see how
texturing has already started. So like the stuff that's been shown is actually a little bit old.
Oh yeah, it nearly always is. I know that much.
I'm just looking forward to seeing what they all look like in the engine, because currently all we've got is just Aurelia, which is great, but you can only run around the world so many times with Aurelia before he gets bored.
Yeah, we've got to get the animations fixed for the rigging side, otherwise we're going to end up putting errors into the rigging, which is going to delay things further on down the road, though. So
Yeah.
we're not far off now, I don't think, though.
No, I think
Well, it sounds like.
yeah,
but
Reinhardt just pushed a fix that should hopefully have fixed everything. So, Reinhold, sorry, Reinhardt, yeah.
That's Overwatch.
yeah. So a little bit later in the stream, I'm actually going to be doing Aurelia's cloth simulation stuff, because that's.
I'm not saying we can.
Neat.
I'm not saying we can make the cloth. What was I going to say? Collide with the rest of the rig, so it doesn't like clip so much.
It depends on what you mean by making sure the cloth doesn't collide, because at the moment, like some of the placeholder animations.
It does collide, rather.
Oh, sorry. Making sure it doesn't clip. Sorry, that's what I wanted to say. Because at the moment, most of the clipping is actually caused by like the bits of the cloth that aren't being simulated, and they're just like, it's just the way they're attached to the joints, and then those joints are basically like moving through other like problem areas. So that's actually an animation thing rather than a simulation thing.
Oh, it's okay.
Because not all of the cloth is being simulated, only like the flappy parts are.
Solid.
Why bother making state of the game in the first place if you can just make the repository publicly readable? Well, just like
yeah,
copy
right.
our items and do all sorts of things with them. Yeah, it's not
Have fun.
happening.
Well, that's why he's got the kappa there, but okay.
I know. But, you know.
As for seeing the wheels turning, well, to be honest, Almighty is showing a little bit more of everything anyway, so you're getting a bit of a sneaky peek into stuff when he's going through the, for instance, when he did the Aether stuff yesterday. No, not yesterday. Saturday. So you get to see a little bit more than what
Did I miss something?
you should be. I know, I was having a look through the hero class.
I didn't really have a look
I
through
don't
it.
know.
Like, I very quickly went, "Oh, look at all that pretty stuff."
To be honest, a lot of it's in C# anyway, so you're only seeing the basics blueprints anyway. Oh, though we've got sound though, so I think that's all broken again. Poor Oak, you put all that sound in, and then Quicks has just gone and basically broken every single part of it because it was all linked in with the animation triggers. Oh well.
No.
Actually, that reminds me. WWise is actually breaking the build for Linux. To actually find out why it's doing it.
Aether Nuggets. File name Aether Nuggets. Little nuggets of Aether. Then. Right.
No, that is not Blender.
This is 3ds Max.
Yeah. Ooh.
It's been a long time since I've looked in 3ds Max.
Probably for the best.
Maybe.
Goddamn Autodesk. Alright, so let's do. Where's my tool bag? So, tool bag, here we go. I like to bake in tool bag because tool bag is good to bake in.
I used to do my normals and that in like X normal. But I was kind of bad at that sort of stuff. I got it to look alright, but not as good as what you can do. Though I did used to use Quixel. I actually used the suite.
Yeah, Quicksilver Suite is fun.
It's quite useful. I find it's quite fun to just be able to place all the textures in and be able to see them without having to export them all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a plugin. It's basically a plugin for Photoshop.
So hopefully I can show you what baking actually like is or does now like in real time. So this is our low poly Aether. If I duplicate this, like just move it apart so that we each individual nugget, little nuggets of Aether. There we go. And then I import the high poly. So this is our low poly Aether over here on the left, and we have them like grouped up here in the middle as well. And we have our high poly Aether as well. And we want our high poly Aether to we want our low poly Aether to look like this high poly Aether, like with all like the nice sharp edges and stuff like that. The problem is, like if we look at the wireframes, you know, the wireframe for the high poly is ridiculous. It can't run in the engine, it's too high, all that kind of stuff. So what we need to do is project the details down, like the normals and stuff like that. And in particularly one of the maps that I want to bake down is thickness, with two C's. The thickness of the thing, I want to be able to bake that down as well. So I will show you how that works in Toolbag. Toolbag's really cool about this because it's mostly real time. So we have a baker. I can grab the high poly. I actually need a couple of different bake groups. I need 1, 3. So put high poly 1 in there, high poly 2 there, high poly 3 there. Get rid of that. And then our low poly, we can put low poly 1 in here, low poly 2 here, low poly 3 in here. We can get rid of that one. And then in our baker, we can tell it like which maps we want to bake, what resolution we want them baked at. Like we only need probably like 1024 is probably even too much for this because you know they're very they get well yeah 4K for something that's only 20 centimeters. God damn. We'll do 16 bits a channel, and we will have a normal map. We'll have a thickness map. We'll have I think probably a convexity map would be good for this. Just like really bring out the edges. Maybe an ambient occlusion just because, but we'll see about that.
Half those maps I'm looking at I've never heard of before. I've always ever just used a normal map and a AI.
And then I pick our path, so Aether. Take. Then I hit the bake button, which is up here. Okay.
And watch your CPU just
tank. This bakes on the GPU.
Really?
Yeah, this bakes on the GPU, so it's way quicker than traditional bakers.
Holy hell, I'm gonna have to have a look at that.
Oh, it's sick, man. Like the architects over at Marmoset are like actual wizards. So then in our material here, we can previs. I can grab the normal map that we just made. So I don't know if you saw that. I can turn wireframes off to show it, but our low polys, they went from being like these little blobby things that don't really resemble the high polys, but with the normal map, bam, there they go. Looking sweet. Looking super sweet. And then like I can preview like the thickness map. So the thickness map is really cool because it shows you like it makes it like, well, it shows you the thickness of the thing. In this instance, it's basically saying like the distance between here and wherever on the opposite side is quite far, so it's blacker. The distance at the edges here, like if light's shining through the edges, it doesn't have very far to go, so it's a little bit lighter. You know, I can also preview the convexity map, which is basically just like a super powered up version of thickness, although it's calculated differently. If I remember rightly, thickness is something like you invert the normals on the high poly and then bake it as if it's ambient occlusion, and with convexity, it's based on a DDX and DDY comparison on the normal map to figure out like where there are edges, basically. Which means that thickness has to be like, it can take quite a while to calculate, but the DDX DDY calculations are really quick, and because that you don't actually have to bake them, once you bake the normal map, you can just generate them, you know, pretty much instantly. Especially on the GPU, super quick. And then we've got AO as well. It doesn't seem to have done TIG that much, so probably won't include the AO. So so this is what our thickness map looks like as an actual texture. Got thickness and convexity. There we go. So I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna put it in the green channel here. Blue channel, I will just take. Body. Hey, super white. Okay, and I'll save that out. That saved to the right. I didn't even look where that was saving. Yeah, that's it. Cool. Now that's done. I didn't save that. And 3ds Max, I can not help. Not helpful either. This is on a different drive. I don't remember where I'm saving stuff. I just did it this time. Okay. Everyone's so quiet, man.
I'm just watching what you're doing because it's extremely interesting.
So I'm going to bring my Aether into here. It's not a skeletal mesh. Generate collision, yeah, that's fine. It's got normals and tangent. what we want. We don't want it to import materials or textures. And import all. Okay, cool. And then in bakes we have our normal map and our mask. Need to set our mask to be mask no sRGB. Easy. Actually, no. With this, probably is best on default. Then we can adjust our material after working on this monitor is painful, man. Well, this is the one that I normally sculpt on, and then I usually have Unreal Engine open on the other monitor because it's a bigger monitor.
Oh, okay.
Basic material. I can adjust this now. Nifty stuff. So if I bring in these. And hit apply, then immediately we should get like a nicer response on the surface of the gem.
Cool.
Then we do this by pixel normal instead of vertex normal, because now we've got the normal map in. Makes sense. There we go. There we go. A bit more like faceted in the way it looks. Then we can do something like again, this is like just super quick, dirty, you know. How that was. Kinda cool. If I can 1 minus this, have it even. There we go. Kind of neat looking. There you go. Looks like an actual crystal now. Neat. I think I might want to ramp up the power of the glow.
Yeah, that was pretty good. randomize the glow intensity on spawn.
Maybe.
They'll look slightly different too.
So, I mean, for now, this is just like it's a cool, like a neat little proof of concept. Should look okay. You know, we can iterate and make it better. We have the technology for that. But for now, that'll do, and I can go into our Aether blueprint, which I commented all out to make it look nice for the programmers for when they eventually go in and, you know, wonder what the fuck I did.
I got this video, so.
Oh yeah. Also, so one thing I did do was I removed. So like at the end of yesterday's stream, the way that it traveled towards the player was all based on the basically using a projectile movement component. The projectile movement component was chosen because it has like a built-in homing function. And I thought, oh yeah, that could work, you know, really well or whatever. The problem was, because it had a projectile movement component, it was moving as if it was a projectile, and that meant whenever it was hitting another Aether, it just stopped working. Because as far as Unreal is concerned, when one projectile hits another projectile, stuff should happen. You know, like the projectile should stop. And I didn't want that. So what I did was I wrote my own homing math, which ideally I think we should probably try like convert this over into C++ and then just expose that as a function in blueprints. But basically
level.
Sorry?
Yeah, we can probably just convert that into a blueprint function library.
Yeah. So basically what this does is every frame it gets the rotation of the why's my brain not working? It gets the rotation of the Aether, it gets the location of the Aether, and it gets the location of the root component of the target player. It's important that it gets the root component because if you just get the target player, it will head towards world origin. I don't know why, but it does. It just goes straight to 0, 0, 0 in world space. And then what we do is we find the lookout rotation, and we interpolate between the current rotation and the lookout rotation between the two things. So like what rotation it should be if it was facing the character. We interpolate between those two things at a rate of 100 units per frame, or it would be 100 quaternions, maybe. And then we get our forward vector. We multiply that vector essentially by like how fast we want the thing to travel. So in this case, it's 25 units per frame, and we add it to the current location, and then we just set the new rotation and location, and that essentially works for, well, that's basically how you make your own little homing math. So if anyone ever wants to make their own homing math, like this is how you do it. Like pause the stream, whatever, you know. Copy the nodes, do your thing, you know. You are a pirate and all that. Yeah, so that's how that works. But ideally, because it's a lot of math, especially with like rotations, rotational math is always expensive. But because it's a lot of math and it's running every frame, ideally we want this done in C++ because C++ runs so much quicker than Blueprint when it comes to math-heavy operations. So now we need. So we have this sphere, but actually what we want is a static mesh component, and we want that to replace sphere. We actually want to delete the sphere. The sphere is no longer a thing. We instead have this empty static mesh. So here's our collision, and it's not doing anything. We have this empty static mesh. and we want to put something in that static mesh. And what we want to do is basically we have those three different Aether chunks. What we want is for whenever an Aether spawns, just pick one of these chunks and have it be that chunk. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to add a variable to the blueprint, and this is going to be called Aether meshes, and we're going to make this a static mesh reference, and it's going to be, so currently it's only referencing one. We want to make it an array. An array means that we can add multiple things. It's like a list of things, basically. So we're going to add an array of 3 static meshes, and we're going to put each one into there like so. What this lets us do is it goes, so remember what I said last time about how like these red things are like they're events that they basically trigger a chain of events in code. Red things can only happen whilst the game is running. In the construction script, you have this. This is basically saying when this thing is being made, so before it's made it into the game, when it's being made and being put into the game, do this chain of things. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our meshes array, and we are going to get something from within it. So you can see here at the moment it's set to 0. This integer is set to 0. What this is going to do is it will always get this one at the moment. No matter what we do, it will always get this one. But we can change that by saying we want to pick a random integer in a range, and we want the minimum value to be 0 because we know that that's the minimum entry into the array. And we want the maximum entry to be 2. And the reason why it's 2 and not 3 is because arrays order things in 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So we have 3 things, and although we sit here and go, that's 1, 2, 3, in the array, it's 0, 1, 2. Okay, so 2 is the highest number that we can have there. Another way...
have to watch.
Sorry, go on.
Some programming languages don't start at 0, they start at 1.
Yeah, but this is based on C++, so... yeah. But yeah, but a way that you can... I mean, typically speaking, if you're writing this kind of stuff, like, you will know what your arrays start at, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't know what the array, if you don't know what your array ends at, because it's a dynamically collected array, like you're basically going like, get all of this type of thing within the world, and there happens to be like, 256 because power of 2 numbers. There happens to be just a random number that you don't know what the number is. What you can do is you can go length.
You just do a for each.
You can do no, because we're not trying to do something with each thing in the array. We're trying to get a random number within that array, right, or a random entry within that array.
True.
Yeah. So if we pull off from the array here and we go length, this will give us the last entry in the array, and we could plug that into our maximum instead. So if we didn't know what the maximum is, we could do this. But because we do know what the I mean, I can leave it like this in case we add more chunks later, I suppose. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Why not?
It's kind of good practice, and it's quite cheap to do anyway, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to get our static mesh here, and we're going to go set static mesh. This is super easy. Go like that. Hit compile, and in our viewport, we now have an Aether chunk. And if I hit compile again, it's not going to do it. Why is it not going to do it? It should just... There we go. Oh, it is randomizing. There you go. So now each time one spawns, we get a random thing. Oh, but there is an out of thingy. So it's getting nothing. So I think actually what it's doing is when it gets the length, it's getting 3. So I think what we need to do is -1 on that.
Length starts.
So
at
that's
1.
yeah. So that is
Yeah.
that's where arrays fucking suck. Is because when you're counting the entries in array, it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you had 5 things, it would go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But when you get the length of the array, it goes, there's 5 things in this array. So
Yeah.
so we need to -1, and that should be okay. So now we have our random thingies. I think we want to scale them up a little bit. Maybe 5 is too much. 2, 4, 3.5. 3.5 looks good. There you go. So now we get these random ether chunks. Neat. Super neat. And if I go back into our Aether spawner, there you go, right, it's still going to spawn randomly, which is awesome. So I can just whack that over there in the world and hit play. And wonder where they are. Oh, there they are. Whee! And they're all rushing towards me. Oh, they're huge. I think I may need to scale them back down again. Look at it. They're all flipping and turning, and there you go. Getting destroyed by these massive chunks of
wow.
ether.
They are big.
So yeah, I think what we may need to do here is make sure that this isn't colliding with anything. Generate overlap events should be off. No collision on the static meshes. That can all die in a fire. That should help with everything like bouncing around. I hope. And we can set the scale of again. I think 1 is actually fine. Try again. Oh, there we go. That's a little bit more reasonably sized, I think. So you imagine like you're across the map and you've just sniped someone. You just get this ding 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 of Aether coming in because you've just done that thing. Super neat.
They look a bit dark. You're not going to notice them against a dark floor.
They do look a little bit dark. Should I add lights to them?
Oh god.
You just want to make the game
Here
like
comes the
Oh yeah. Hey, look, my machine is a beast. I don't care about all the plebs out there.
Yeah, mine.
Just dynamic light, everything.
Dynamic light, everything. Well, they've just given me permission. No, that's fine. Let's increase the.
Oh, at least we can then say we need the minimum requirements of at least 2 Titan. Just to run a game.
Yeah, recommended require. Well, yeah, actually, what we could do is have it so that dynamic lights only spawn for these things when you're set to maximum graphics settings. You can say like recommended equipment for maximum graphics is,
Yeah.
Or getting
The fun part is going to be
getting an interesting issue where things aren't destroying properly when they hit Aurelia. So what I probably need to do is like make it so that if they go within a certain distance rather than just overlap, then they get destroyed. Probably a better way to do it.
Or you can make it overlap with her container. Is it container? Yeah, spawn volume rather than the actual mesh, perhaps.
Currently, it's overlapping with the collision capsule.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So, I mean, the capsule is
Yeah.
actually quite big, and we shouldn't really have an issue with that, but for whatever reason,
We are.
We are. Yeah. However, I can, I can make it so that issue goes away fairly easily, I guess. So rather than doing an overlap event, I can do like a. Get that. Get the. What is it we're looking at again? Root component. What we wanted. Root component. And get location. Get location. I can get the length of these two things. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I have to subtract 1 from the other first, don't I? Minus that. And get the length. And then I can do like if that's less than, 5 or whatever. Well, probably more than 5, probably like 50. Then just destroy the Aether. Less than 50. Disconnect the overlap events for a second and see if this works. I'm anticipating not. Oh, it did. It worked first time. Super sweet. There we go. So now it doesn't rely on actually colliding with the player at all. It literally just goes, if we're within a certain distance of the player, just do the whole collection thing, like destroy yourself and yeah. There we go.
Hola.
Hola!
¿Dónde está Omega?
So I'm going to get rid of all of that overlap event stuff because we don't need it. Omega, I don't know. Omega's off doing some stuff. He said he has some things to take care of. There you go. That's all he said. And I was like, yeah, it's fine, man. You do you. So we've got that kind of stuff working. Let me see, how long do we have? Oh, we got plenty of time left. I'm going to really quickly look at Aurelia's cloth. Let me make sure all this stuff's in source control first. Source control is important, people. Do it.
Especially if you've got a pipeline attached to it. 'Cause that thing has saved us so many times when it comes to broken parts. Like this morning.
There we go.
Someone said Omega's plotting with Booth.
Omega is plotting with Booth. Frosty the Snow King. 3 months of subscription, man. That's fucking sick. Awesome. Oh, quick update, by the way, guys. Omega actually made me some icons for people that have subscribed for longer than 3 months. However, because I'm only an affiliate and not a partner, I don't get to add them until I think the end of the month. Like Twitch haven't enabled the ability for me to use them yet. But once they go live, you guys you guys that have been subscribing for 3 months or longer will get custom badges for being, sick.
Awesome.
So oh man, so here's my issue with plastic. You just saw me check that stuff in, right, in the engine.
Yeah.
Okay, so now in Plastic SCM, I have to re-check it in because it's only in a pending change list. It's not actually fully checked in.
Refresh.
I did. I've refreshed. It's in a pending change list.
I always use the client anyway. Never use the internal.
Right. So
plugin. I've only ever used the
That's
plugin.
weird.
Yeah, I've only ever used the plugin though for basically checking stuff out.
I use plastic normally. Oh yeah, no, I check out in Unreal and then I check in with plastic.
Yeah, I've always checked in with plastic. It also means it can determine if there's a any sort of issue. The only thing the problem is, if you check in with plastic, sometimes you have to actually make sure the engine's closed because it moans because the file's being used.
Weird.
Okay, those things are checked in. Okay, cool. So, masters.
So I can now pull them.
I want to make sure that there is no like different. Pretty sure it's just using the same skeletal mesh that I used before. I just should probably go and ask Reinhold. Yeah, fuck it.
That's interesting.
Oh no, this should be okay. So here is our Agadus. Aurelia, guys.
What are we making
Oh.
today?
That is
We're
interesting.
just working on some in-engine stuff. Okay.
We can build traps and kill these.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to have missed the map.
I'm gonna delete.
You checked everything in but the map, and then you checked the map in afterwards. So it's like it missed the map out of your
Yeah, I
check-in.
didn't actually add the map, like the Aether map, because you were talking about like having to delete it on your end and stuff. So I was like, well, you know, I won't do that.
Oh no, doesn't really matter. Yours is all right. It's some others people have created test maps, and when I push them through, because they're half complete, they cause a real pain in the ass errors that I have to dig through to try and.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that should all be okay. Yes. I don't know. I've never really fucked around with all that stuff. So the way cloth physics works is you have this physics asset, right? And it looks like a whole bunch of bubbles. Like basically just it makes the character look like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and that's fine. You know, that's all good and everything. Make sure we're actually working on the right one. So typically characters will actually have a few different versions of these. So like we have this main physics asset, which is probably going to be used by Reinhold for the foot IK and all of that kind of stuff. This one is going to be used for the cloth sim, and the reason why you have a couple of different ones is, you know, you may not want to simulate physics on every single joint that a character has. We certainly don't want to for cloth. Cloth is actually quite expensive to simulate, and so we want as few joints as possible to be involved in the simulation. So I actually need to like delete all of these and then rebuild. This is the first step for cloth, by the way. I will explain the second step for the cloth when I'm done. So we need to find, let's see, we have our spine, head, yeah, don't need head or neck or anything. Upper arms we do need, spine, thigh. Okay, so we definitely want a thigh capsule. There we go. So we've got a capsule for the right thigh, big fat capsule.
Oh, you can.
But we can adjust the sizes and stuff for it. It's not a problem. So adjust the radius. Ideally, we want the radius to be a little bit a little bit thicker than the leg, but not a lot thicker than the leg. What's basically going to happen is when the cloth simulates, it's going to wrap around this physics object. So if it's too big, like the cloth will like appear like it's floating away from the leg. If it's too small, you get clipping inside the leg. So we could rotate it into place. Make it just a little bit bigger than we need to, as I said. That should hopefully be good. So we've done that one. We need to do the lower leg. Add body there. Physics body. Scale that down a little bit, but increase the length. Because what we don't want to happen is like have gaps in between the bodies. If you have gaps in between the bodies, that can cause problems as well. So similarly here, the length a little bit.
I said who, not food.
You're always talking about food.
I am quite hungry.
Food and coffee tables. That's May's life.
My coffee table, my current teeny tiny coffee table is covered with candles.
Nice. So we've got that leg sorted, so now we need to do the left leg. I'm pretty sure there's a way that I can just copy this over to the other side.
Symmetry.
Yeah. Duplicate.
Ruth has thicker thighs. Can you
Cancel
just make
Alt
a
and
marshmallow?
drag.
That's alright, I'll just do this.
Shaq with the shot is asking if we can make a marshmallow man.
Well, I mean, like, I'm open to you know, just about any kind of master suggestion, really. To me, it's all about like whether they look cool, you know. Like, I don't really care about much else. So let's get the that there. That
Why is May July?
there.
Why is May July? Because it's July.
Maybe with their mozzarella sticks good.
Yo no sé. What?
Then we want all but I think X axis. Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. Literally just copy paste it. Neat. Love being able to copy paste stuff.
Copy paste,
Copy paste is the best.
Awesome.
I wonder if I can copy paste the entire thing. Let's try it. Copy. Oh yeah. Oh, that's the shit right there. Yeah. And then finally, I think we need like one of the spine, pelvis. Oh yeah, we could probably do one for the pelvis. We'll put that in the butt. Make that like a butt cylinder.
A butt cylinder?
A butt cylinder. You got a problem with that, May?
A butt cylinder?
Yeah, butt cylinder.
How does that even? I don't know.
So this is want it to be rotated 0 on that one. Zero on that one, and we want it to be a little bit longer. Got a cylinder and a butt.
Why Why does the butt need a cylinder?
All butts need a cylinder. Okay?
Oh my god!
Hi, May's boyfriend. welcome back, man. We missed you.
He's playing the forest.
Get away! Get away! Leona! Leona, you want some of this? Ah! We're gonna...
What the hell? So that's for the legs and stuff. I think I need to do another one for the wrists. Because like these bits are a little bit flappy. Not amazingly flappy, but a little bit flappy. So let's do that. Go with where are all the joints? Lower arm L. Probably do want it on the lower arm rather than let's add a body. And give it a make it thinner, make it longer. What's up? What's up, May?
I'm trying to decide what to order. I need food.
Food. Needs food.
Chicken roll? Chicken parm from Hero?
Does this hurt? Yeah, I'm experimenting.
No snapping.
Okay,
Come on, why you do this? Oh, that's why. There we go. Super stuff this. Should be okay. Now if we get the right lower arm, make a body on that one. Copy all the shit from this one. Hopefully, fingers crossed, paste it onto that one. Oh yeah. Right. Dope. That's dope! So we can save that. And then we can go into the skeletal mesh. And into clothing. It says no assets available. Boo! Boo!
Someone said, I like to see a Phoenix hero.
Yeah?
A Phoenix hero.
Neat. Right. What am I doing? Selection. Here we go. That's what we want.
Shikar said, you've done so much stuff this stream. I know that I'm getting an existential crisis tomorrow when I try to find a name for the YouTube upload.
Okay, so create clothing from data selection. Yeah, okay, that's cool. We'll call it Magnus Clothing. We'll remove it from the mesh as well because... Right, so, I don't know if you can see this very clearly, but the thing that I've got selected right now is literally just the sleeves and just the bottom of the skirt and the flappy bit here in the front, like the loincloth thing. And if I zoom right in on the titties, you can see over here on the sleeve, you can see like this grey thing just kind of poking out, like it's clipping. And the same thing, like if I zoom in on the skirt, it's clipping here as well. And in the middle here, like there's this grey thing running up the middle that shouldn't be there. And if I come through to the other side, it's not there because like back faces are disabled on it. This is because this is a physics proxy mesh. What that means is like the main mesh, you know, maybe it's got like 50 or 60 edges coming down here, making it like nice and smooth and everything. But that would actually be really expensive to simulate. So instead I've made a proxy mesh which is like a third of the total polygon count, which makes it much cheaper to simulate, and it just like offsets the regular vert positions based on the simulated mesh positions. So that's like a nice way to do it. So I'm going to make our clothing, yeah, create that. We want it based on not the Magnus physics asset, We want it based on the cloth sim asset. So again, the reason for having the clothing based on the cloth sim physics asset and not on the main physics asset is because we don't want the cloth to simulate against every single joint in the character. If we do that, it will be really, really expensive, and then if you multiply that across like every character that's in the game, every possible thing that could use cloth or whatever, it really starts to add up. So what we want to do is have a specific cloth simulation physics asset that is quite light. It only uses the joints that are needed, and we don't worry about anything else. So I'm going to create that. And we have that here, like this. So if I go into cloth paint mode, you can see it's become pink. Pink, I believe, means that it has 0 weights assigned to it. So like at the moment, none of it's going to be simulating. I have this thing here which lets me paint, whichever weights that I want, which is cool. And what am I going to do? Well, first of all, I'm going to change the brush radius to something actually like sensible. 8. There you go. It's a bit more sane. And then I'm going to try to, rather than do a brush, first thing I'm going to do is a gradient. So gradient is what we do is we select the top, like we select the verts that are at one end of the gradient. And there's definitely some cleanup that's required after this. But this is like, it gets you a good solid base to work from. I need to do the same here. And if I hit return, I believe the next step is to control. My bad. Control lets us select the verts that we want at the bottom of the gradient. So, and there we go. So I've hit return, and so now you can probably see we have like this kind of gradient pattern going, like this. It's quite smooth, quite nice. The sleeves I need to do manually, which kind of sucks, but whatever. So I'll do that now. Yeah, whatever. Whatever.
Can we please get range masters that do bonus damage on headshot?
Can we please get what now?
Ranged masters that do bonus damage on headshots.
What do you think this is? An FPS, man?
Totally.
Totes my goat. Okay, so that's that bit done. Let's do, so first thing I'm gonna radius back up to 8. I'm gonna make sure that all of the sleeves, where possible, don't have any simulation at all. Nice and unsimulated. Because really, we only want the... We only really want the bottom of the cloth to be simulated. Like we only on the sleeves anyway. We only want the the wrists to be simulated. Because if the whole sleeve was simulated, bearing in mind we only have the physics asset coming from the elbow, like the top is just gonna like flop down onto the ground or whatever. Ain't nobody got time for that. So use the radius a bit. Make it like... You want it at 10? I don't know. Probably need to make some kind of gradient for that as well.
Bro. Oh my god, he's running to me.
Now. Cool. Let's deactivate cloth painting. And
Titties. You zoomed in on them. Again.
Oh my god!
titty.
What's this, Kenny? I'm running to the house! I'm running to the house!
Hopefully. Let's save that. Oh, hang on. I need to... This one. Okay, so element number 2. Clothing. Here we go. Hey, there we go. And it dangles a little bit. Neato. Neato burrito.
Nito burrito.
Neato burrito.
Nito burrito.
Hopefully, I'm hoping that that grey cloth is going to disappear, otherwise I've messed something up. The grey cloth didn't disappear, but we do have cloth simulation, so it's a start. I messed something up. Oh, did I not hit, like, remove from mesh? I wonder if that's something that I can add now. May need to find it in here, actually. Okay, it's an invisible asset, an asset that cannot be found. Fun times.
Invisible.
What do you mean? Sorry, what?
You said invisible.
Yeah, it's an asset that can't be found. Like it's just not anywhere. Doesn't exist. I just like... Wonder if I can just cheat, give it an invisible material. Or I get super cheeky. And I hide the thing because I did because I made a mistake. I can fix it later basically. But for now, screw all of that. Here we go. Cloth physics. Cloth physics, yay! And I wonder what happens if I go and run and fall off the edge. Is the cloth gonna go like miles up into the air? Whee! Yep, there you go. Magnus butt.
Magnus butt.
Magnus butt.
What are those little things that are flying to you? Flying towards you?
That's the Aether. That's like
Oh,
what you get for killing stuff.
butt, booty. I see the booty.
that butt. All about that butt. Okay, cool. So now we've got that.
Respawn.
Let's look at how we can make the Aether look a bit more nice.
You have to pick it up. I mean, not pick it up, but like, you have to be close to it, I guess.
No, it just like so far it just comes to you. Although we're you know we can change that. We can make it do other things. So we want. Wonder if a ribbon particle would look good on this. And remember, I'm not a VFX artist, so this is gonna look awful, like truly awful.
What will happen to leaving players? Will a bot replace them? Will the master run to spawn like in Paragon?
That sounds like a question for Rich and or David.
David left us.
Oh, David left us. Sounds like a question
Rich
for
is still
Rich.
We haven't actually got an answer on that one yet. Both are possible, but you know, we haven't actually decided what we're going to do. It really comes down to mechanics. I guess it's a bigger discussion, really. I was going to say it's mechanics, but I guess it's more than just mechanics. We need to talk about it. It's a little bit more complicated than just saying, yeah, we're going to do it, I think, isn't it? Because there could be complications with having bots take over in a competitive game, so I don't know.
True.
That is true.
Very true.
Were you yawning?
No,
I'm
were
dying. But I wasn't yawning.
VG will send out death squads to individual homes when players drop
Oof.
naked.
Oof, could you imagine?
Boof. Hi, Rob.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey man.
I'm back. Hey.
Just talking about booties and titties and Boof sending out death squads.
Oh, that's way funner than what I was doing. Did you just say Boof sending out death squads? What?
Yeah, Boof.
Sorry, that was a delayed response. That was.
Boof is sending out death squads to the players that drop out of the game.
Nice.
Thanks for the 11 bits, Percival. Omega would say that's very responsible. Good job.
Oh, that's not what we want.
What's happening?
Oh, wow.
Whoa, what's that?
So I'm adding a ribbon trail to the. It's like a type of particle. So I'm adding a ribbon trail. Maybe I need to like. Yeah.
To not touch VFX again. Yes. We all here.
Shh, it's fine. It's fine.
Everything's fine. Calm down, guys. Everything's okay.
I mean, we only need one to spawn, don't we? One. Give me one. No? Is that not right? Maybe it's right. I don't know. Find out. I'm not a VFX artist. I'm just making stuff up. Okay, one doesn't give us anything.
Save some for me, Boof. Boof's getting ready to have a barbecue.
Ooh, that looks kind of cool.
Ooh, nice.
And he threw an open invite.
Lifetime. Lifetime should be like infinite rather than 1 second.
Yeah, lifetime is just how long. Lifetime is just based on the timer, isn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
Put an alpha color over time and let the trail particle fade in fast and fade out slow.
Sounds like someone's a VFX artist. You want a job? Oh, yeah, it's over life, not over time.
Booth wants to know, is there a way to make the crystals tumble as they move through the air?
I mean, yeah. Just let me do one thing at a time.
Oh, the guy said, yeah, I want a job, but only after you fucking help me with my project, bruh. Bruh.
I'm trying to help with my own project right now, man.
He said it in caps, too. Like, fucking help me with my project.
yeah, like fuck you, man.
Would it be possible to turn off this Aether effect in game? It looks cool, although it might be visually cluttered with other stuff happening at the same time.
This is not the final effect.
No, not by a long shot.
Almighty's just playing around.
Almighty's just learning. That's all he's doing right now,
That'd
just
be fun.
learning. So we need. Well, it's kind of doing the fade out trail thing. Neat. That is neat. So let's fix the material up. Do.
They're like hula bird. They're French. She used to say. I'm actually throw this shit up on the stream.
Oh, my boyfriend followed you today.
Followed me?
Yeah.
Why would he do that? That sounds like sounds like a real rookie mistake. Got to be honest.
Oh, I'll tell him to unfollow, no worries.
Yeah. Probably for the best, right?
Fucking goddamn
Well, I fucked that up.
Survived another night as oh, Jamal. You're black, by the way. That's so funny.
That's kind of racist.
What the hell?
He's only racist.
What's he saying? Who's racist? Why is he being so racist? I wonder if we have a texture
He's
for this
playing with
in
a
my
friend.
material.
He's playing with a friend, and the friend's character is black, so he called him Jamal. What's with the heavy sigh?
He is super racist.
Well, he did say it's only racist if he feels like it.
Okay, we should not be letting trees fall that way. Well, now we know, we're learning. Oh, that's surviving.
There we go. They're a little bit less like in your face. These trails. They definitely need to update a little bit better though, because they're really like jaggy, really jaggedy.
Oh, to add a tumble or a spin, you have to just add torque and remove rotational damping to the RV on for that rotation stuff.
What was that?
Add torque and remove rotational damping to the RB on spawn.
Oh yeah. That's first.
Hey, fucking lizard. Fucking lizard is quick as fuck.
Also disable shadows for these things. They'll look bad, I think.
Alright, I've got to vanish. I'm gonna fall asleep.
Alright, catch you there,
I'll
man.
catch you there.
Good night.
You will.
Good night. Booth said, mad respect for picking up this VFX stuff. Lots of hats on that head. Hashtag beast mode. Hashtag beast
but it
mode.
looks so bad.
Doesn't look bad.
Does look pretty bad.
Better than anything I can do.
Hey, breakfast is cooking. Just saying. You made the door already, Cam?
I wonder if we can add some sparkles as well.
They're gonna end up being fireworks.
Oh yeah. What's the problem?
Just in time for
No,
Independence
why
Day for us.
don't you like? What's the problem with like sparkles and fireworks, May?
Nothing. Love sparkles and fireworks.
Uh huh.
Uh-huh.
Uh huh.
Hey, Independence Day here is in 2 days. Fireworks.
Independence from what?
From
The
Almighty.
British.
From Almighty.
You guys need to calm down.
Take it down a notch. I just got home. My new old tablet just arrived.
Your new
Already.
old?
My new old tablet. Yeah, my drawing tablet broke. I just got home and I ordered a new one and it came like 4 days early.
Oh, neat.
Just sweet. Yeah.
That's good, right?
Yeah. It's awesome.
awesome when things come early.
Which never happens. Ever.
Except this time.
Hey, why is that broke?
What is that?
Oh, I see you crazy. Oh, her tits are all out.
What the fuck, man?
Tits are out, Ken.
Well, you were talking about titties.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna complain. I love titties.
So many of them.
I want to know why they're all grey. That doesn't make sense. It does not make sense.
Okay, let's go, Ken. When I beat down with the cable, shit. Hello.
Hi, Andrew.
Ken, you couldn't figure could you?
Your mic is super low. Can barely hear you.
Huh.
Oh, there we go. Much better.
Hey, man.
Mine is?
Huh?
What are you talking about?
What are we talking about?
Oh, no,
You
what
guys
did
were
I
having
do?
a real boring stream, so I had to come in and shake things up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, you do that.
Just kidding, I just... What's going on?
No, that's
You
fair, man.
sound really low again.
What the heck?
And I have your volume at max.
What about now?
I'm really
Oh, that's
confused.
much better.
I've just done the wrong thing. Sure.
You broke it, Lee.
Did. I'm broke.
Broke.
Broke it.
Are these custom materials that you've made?
Yeah, I mean, they're not particularly good ones right now, but they will be. It'll be awesome. The hell? I know there's an asset called M_8. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'll deal with this shit later.
It's Aether. I expect the VFX to look somewhat darker, like dark cosmos particles.
What's your reference for that? Because Aether is literally
Yeah.
just energy.
Say, nobody knows what Aether is.
Hi, sort of dead warrior. Nice for you to be able to join too.
For all you know, Aether is just what they call candy.
Have
Or
some
candles.
candy.
Have some candy.
Remember the face you put on the sword pommel in an earlier stream? Use it as a particle texture.
We should just hide it under the map, so if anybody ever clips through, they just see a giant Oz face.
Yeah, well, I mean, there is in the map there is like a giant plane underneath the map, which basically has
Mhm.
the design of the map drawn on it, kind of thing, like as a texture, so that like when the map is being built, you can just like hide it and have a look at the reference, kind of thing. That's kind of cool, kind of neat.
I didn't even notice that. I fell through the map and never saw it. Is it like hidden on build?
I'm just trying to figure out where these other things are right now. Where are they? Where are you? Where are you hiding? Just Just do that. Right, so they're there. That's where they are. Okay, cool. So that's where you are. That's fine.
We could also use the Ozface as our 404 texture, or whatever they call it.
Okay, so now they're circles. That's fine. Like that. Circles is fine.
Turned it into bubbles.
Bubbles? Ooh. It's glowy pink bubble. Osville's face is the true logo for this game.
Turbo mode enabled. Turbo mode enabled. Let's play pinball.
Okay. Go. Initial size. Like fucking.
Is Theo done, by the way?
Huh?
Is Theo done?
Nope.
Hmm.
Nope. Not yet. There's something going wrong with particle color. So I don't know what.
Almighty, I tried signing up for a Z
Oh, there we
trial,
go.
but I accidentally typed one number wrong for my email and now I can't change it.
Wait, what?
Sucks.
He tried
Sign up with your real email?
he signed up with for a ZBrush trial, but he accidentally typed in the wrong email and he can't change it.
That sounds like a real
Sign
rookie
up for another
mistake, man.
account.
Like super rookie mistake. Just use, I don't know, make a new email address. Use that.
Or just use your real email address, because
Yeah, all that.
your real one's not taken.
Hopefully the Aether will be somewhat sparkly now. Super sparkly, yeah! Sparkle!
Oh, you know what that reminds me of? In Shimby's video, she has kind of like those similar looking things around her.
But that looks really cool, man. Are they just... That's not physics, is it? The tumbling?
When they initially spawn and they hit the floor, that is physics. So basically what happens is, they are spawned by a spawner, which is what we would like attach to a minion or a player or whatever. And when they spawn, they kind of like they shoot out in all directions and they bounce around like on the floor.
So that's
and
actual...
Yeah, that's actual physics simulation, because you know we can't guarantee where they're going to be in the world, and you're probably gonna, you know, there'll be like bumps or they might be on a hill or whatever, you know, and it would look weird if they just kind of like stopped, like and just stayed where they were, and then after a couple of seconds of that, physics is disabled and they rush towards the player, and then once they reach the player, well, once they get within 50 units of the player, they enter their self-destruct phase, which is where they will like grant the player any like currency or experience that they're supposed to, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, they're kind of shooting right through her. It's pretty painful.
Yeah, that's the ribbon particle. But yes, I agree. So what to do about that? Because like I said, like I'm not. I'm not like a particle guy, right? Like I don't. I'm just like figuring it out as I go.
It's weird. It's only the ribbon that goes through.
Yeah. I want an almighty beard cosmetic item you can buy and put on your hero.
I will actually go and do like a like photogrammetry of my beard. Why not? Mathrox, I'm sorry, man. Like, email ZBrush support. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to suggest.
Just make a new account.
Yeah, all that. Oh, okay.
So is the DO model not ready for the website then?
It will be soon, actually. I'm getting to the stage where I can start texturing pretty soon.
How long have you been developing games?
Me, I've been a character artist for like 10 years. I've been a technical artist for like 3. So a lot of this stuff is kind of new to me, and the technical art stuff that I know is more the programming side of things. So particles is absolutely something that I've never done before. I'm just figuring it out as I go along. Because it's fun.
Yeah, that ribbon looks bad.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of the ribbon. Let's delete the ribbon. Bye, ribbon.
It seems like it's a fixed length of each thing, and that's why it goes through it.
Yeah, I have no idea how to sort that. So let's just go with the sparkles. Let's just have sparkly ether. That looks better.
Ether.
Just having it sparkly is enough, I think. What do you reckon?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm wondering how that's going to look on various colored backgrounds.
That looks better.
Let me.
How do you know what's the entrance?
Did you go to school for this?
Nope.
Or figure
Well,
it out
I did.
yourself?
I did do a master's degree last year, but it was literally like I didn't learn anything on it. Nothing to do with this anyway. The stuff that I learned on that master's degree was like how to write an essay properly. That was basically it.
How to write an essay
I
properly.
mean, you do that.
How to
this
Google
group.
properly.
Not logs.
Not gonna lie, Googling is like half of my job.
Oh yeah. Google rocks, man.
Yeah. He told us, I think, something along the lines of like one of his first classes was how to Google properly.
Yep.
That's
Yeah. So the year is split up on the master's degree anyway. It's split up into 3 semesters. And semester A, you had 3 modules. You had research and inquiry, media discourses, and like practical artwork. And the practical artwork was basically they would go, okay, so the theme for this week is this, and it was like red chases blue. Or like the next week it would be well, it's just all kind of like abstract shit like that. A Place in the Mind was one of them. And basically like you would have a week to basically rough out something that fit the theme. And it didn't even have to fit the theme from the point of view of being like extremely literal. Like you could try and be as abstract about the theme as the theme was itself. So for example, like A Place in the Mind, I did like a female head and like she was crying in the rain, but you couldn't really see the tear because of the rain. And so it was kind of like to provoke people to think about whether, you know, like, is she actually crying? Is there something wrong? You know, I think I did it at the time to do something about like mental health issues or something, some kind of bullshit. But it was like they didn't really teach you anything. It was like they'd just give you these tasks that you had to do, and then you had to go and like learn how to do things for yourself rather than, you know, rely on actual lessons. Media discourses, that's where we learnt a lot of things about like why we make art, how art affects the world around us. You know, even going so far as to be fucking philosophical, like what is life? You know, like all that kind of shit. So yeah, there was lots of that kind of stuff in media discourses. Research and inquiry was real full-on bullshit. It was literally like there was a lesson where they were like, so this is how you use Google, and this is how you can effectively use Google to research the topics and stuff like that. And they introduced us to Google Scholar. Well, they introduced everyone else to Google Scholar. I literally did not attend that lesson. I was just like sat in the fucking cafeteria drinking coffee.
Oh god.
Just couldn't be bothered with it at all. And in the end, like most of the work that I did, especially for research and inquiry, which is where you had to present a breakdown of a paper that someone else has published. So like it had to be a peer-reviewed paper, and we had to present a breakdown of it on like a technical research basis. So like, what is this paper about? Why is it relevant to what we're doing? You know, all that kind of stuff. And one of the things they said was, we have to read everything that you put in this. We have to read your proposal. We have to read the essay that's attached to it, and we have to read the paper, because we have to make sure that what you're writing is accurate, right? So they have to read the paper. So I'm going to go and find the fucking driest, most technical bullshit article I can find. And do my paper on that. And it was long. It was like a really, really long paper on how to properly handle transparency without any form of sorting. So like, it was just super dry, and I just did it out of spite, because I was just like, this module is bullshit. I don't see why I should have to do this shit. Like, it's a fucking art course, man. Let me just do artwork. And they were like, yeah, but you have to do this, otherwise you'll fail. And I was like, well, I'm gonna make it suck for you too then. So yeah, no, I didn't go to school to learn any of this.
In a lot of computer jobs, you can just learn on your own. Obviously, school is still useful, but I'd rather have no degree and be able to figure stuff out on my own than have a degree and
I think
not be able to figure anything out.
No, I do agree with you, but I think a big part of that is like the type of degree. For example, like a bachelor's degree teaches you how to figure stuff out on your own, right? Like it teaches you to get to the stage where you're fairly autonomous. A master's degree, like I have no idea what a master's degree is supposed to teach you. I really don't.
It's supposed to just teach you a specific part of it, right? Specific.
I guess it's supposed to be like a precursor to putting you on like a doctorate track or something. Yeah, I'm kind of like, it's not the best artwork in the world. It's like a couple of hours of just like making some little bullshit things, but it looks okay. I think we can improve upon this over time. But next stream, I'm definitely getting back to Theo. So I'm gonna push this stuff to plastic, so that the programmers can like implement it or whatever. And we will, next stream we're gonna get back to Theo. So unless anybody's got any questions, I'll give you like a couple of minutes to ask your like final questions. I'm gonna like end the stream because I have nothing really else to do this evening.
Questions?
Now, is that a rock that you made?
Yeah, I really quickly at the beginning of the stream I made like I made 3 different rocks. So what happens
That's really nice.
What happens is in the Aether blueprint, when it spawns, it actually like it randomly selects one of the 3 rocks to be the Aether that spawns. So it won't look exactly the same every time, although most people probably won't notice. But I'll know it's there.
Well, for the whole spawn, does it spawn all the same one or just?
No.
Different
For each one that is spawned, it gets randomly shuffled.
Oh.
These rocks are your babies.
What? Shut up, Mary.
Rock babies.
When I say I have nothing else to do this evening, Gladia, I mean I have nothing else to do on the stream. I still have stuff to do.
Nope, just nothing else. You're just gonna kick back and relax.
I have some Warhammer stuff to paint. Got given that for Father's Day, and I still haven't touched it. Well, actually, I have touched it. I've built him, and I did like the sand and rocks and stuff on the base today. Now I need to spray paint him and get painting. Yeah.
What, you base them before you paint them?
When it comes to like, yeah, if it's like sand and rocks and stuff like that, yes, definitely.
Oh.
How will loading into a match-made game work? Will there be hero bordered splashes or names, or a things where it's not finalized yet? I think we've been playing around with this, haven't we? Like the idea of having like the idea of having like a kind of like a splash screen that's made up of the team selection.
I haven't seen anything about that.
I thought that was one of the earlier things that we did, was like, what are we going to do when it's loading? I might be wrong though. But that shouldn't be difficult.
Yeah, I would assume
to do.
it'd either be from like League or just like a generic load screen with tips.
Yeah. I mean, it shouldn't really be too difficult to do though, right? Like,
It's more the character art. So we want to do 3D renders.
well, yeah. I mean, like you just do a render of each character, and then on the splash screen, we can just have like basically sprites or whatever that just like load in the characters that have been picked onto different positions on the screen. Shouldn't be too difficult. Either that
would
or
actually
like,
be really...
or the other way that you could do it, and this could be kind of interesting, is back in the early days of Paragon, when you picked, like when the team was picking its characters, you'd be able to see all 5 characters like in 3D in the background, right? And that was super cool. So what happened? So what if the team picks all the heroes, and then as it starts to load the map, you basically take a render of all of those heroes, like from the camera's point of view, and then that image just stays there for like whilst the thing is loading. That could be another way of doing it. There's a couple of ways to do that kind of thing. But personally, I'm in favor of not just having like a boring loading screen. Like, it would be interesting if we could have it some way linked to what you've just picked or whatever. That could be kind of cool.
Well, I remember some of the Warcraft 3 Dota loading screens were like, you know, a team of 5 on the left, team of 5 on the right, you know, running at each other. You could dynamically create that with, you know, renders of the 10 heroes.
Yeah, that would be sweet. That would be really sweet, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Like a randomized background and
Yeah,
shader on top.
fucking totes, man. Oh wait, hang on, no. Oh, dude, hang on. What if we mix the two things? So the way the old Paragon thing used to work. I need to find an image of this. Give me a second. Paragon XSP. I need to find. It'd be not team select, it'd be lobby, wouldn't it? Oh. Right, here we go. So if I put this address into chat. So, oh fuck me with that long link, lol. I just destroyed chat. How do I delete my own comment in chat?
What chat?
In thingy chat. In stream chat.
I don't even see it.
Yeah, we don't see it.
Oh, that's probably for the best then. Maybe it filtered it out because it was broke.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Do you see the link?
Here we go.
Is it a loud link?
Can you see this link?
Yes.
Okay, right, cool. So this link is what the lobby used to look like in Legacy, right? And it was
Hold on, what is that skin? I'm sorry.
Oh, right. So there was a bug in Legacy where you could pick the hero that you wanted. You would pick the hero that you wanted to play, right? And then after you pick the hero that you wanted to play, you would select a different hero, and that hero's material would be applied to your hero.
Oh my gosh.
And that was
Never seen this.
dude, it was super fun because Kalari and a whole bunch of other heroes would literally go invisible if you used Sevarog's material.
But would it show up to the enemies?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, dude, it was hilarious.
It must have been before I quit. What the heck?
Dude, it was hilarious. So anyway, this was the old lobby screen, and it was literally like your character would be in the middle, and it would be the same for everyone. Like whoever you were, your character would be in the middle, and then the other people, like they would pick their heroes, and they would appear in the backgrounds, like to the sides, and it looks really cool, right? And so, like my initial idea from a couple of minutes ago was we could do something like this. And then, just before we initialize the loading of the map, we basically take a render of this, right? We take a render of the heroes in this position, and then that is the loading screen, right? That could be really cool, but what if we do it the way that you were thinking of, and your team appears as 3D models on the left-hand side, and their team appears as 3D models on the right-hand side. So it would be like your hero is the closest one that you could see, and then like going up the left-hand side of the screen is the other heroes that are on your team, and then on the right-hand side is the enemy's team, and they would all have these dynamic kind of like fight poses kind
Battle
of thing.
pose.
Yeah, almost like Mortal Kombat. You know, when you pick like a character in Mortal Kombat, they have they're in their like fight poses. Facing the opposite side of the screen, right? So what if we can do something like that? They're in these fight poses with like some kind of like basic animation or whatever, and then just before we initialize the map loading sequence, we take a screenshot of that, and that's the loading screen, like overlaid onto some like sick background or something.
Yeah, and you could have like 5 or 6 randomized backgrounds. Those would be amazing.
Yeah, man. I think this could be really cool.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
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 All right, we're doing it.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we're doing it. Let's do it.
But it's pretty easy to you can do like renders like that, right, on the fly.
Oh yeah. Super easy.
I mean, you wouldn't necessarily be screenshotting what's on the lobby. You'd basically be creating a scene right before.
Well, I mean, like the lobby itself is a scene, right? So, I mean, we can basically we can have a whole bunch of objects in the lobby that are hidden during the character selection, and then just have them become visible when the character selection is done, and then we take a screenshot, and it becomes a static screenshot as a loading screen, because you can't because you're transitioning between scenes, you can't really have that scene open, right? So yeah, I think that would be probably the way to do it. But yeah, there's definitely some good possibilities there. Really good possibilities. Thank you, Briefcase Cat. That's awesome. Yeah, really good question, man. Estrada Perez. In casual play, are we going to be able to mirror pick when there's like 20 plus heroes? Personally, I don't have anything against that. Whether or not mechanics decide to let you do that or not is another issue entirely. So, yeah. Right. I'm going to go now, because it's about the time we'd end the stream anyway. I hope everyone has had fun. I hope you've enjoyed watching me fuck around with particles and stuff. Next stream, we're going to be going back to Theo and, basically, really making sure that we've got all the details ready. Making sure everything's looking nice, ready for when we head to low poly and then texturing stages. So yeah, great to see everyone, and I'll see you on what day is it today? Monday? I'll see you on Thursday. Thursday.
Wait, is it Monday?
I think it's Monday.
It's Monday.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Friday for me.
Tuesday.
Yeah. I'll see you all on Thursday. Have a good evening.